the Kingpin himself, Vincent D'Onofrio, was asked about what exactly is his end goal for his character in the MCU, aka what does he hope he accomplishes by the end of the Kingpin's run in the MCU. And he said that it's very clear. His end goal is what everybody thinks it should be and what everybody wants. He wants to go one-on-one with Spider-Man in live action. I think like most of you, when I think Kingpin, I think of two characters, and it's either Spider-Man and Daredevil or Daredevil and Spider-Man in that order. It's usually not a whole lot of other characters that people consider when they think of who exactly is Kingpin going to fight and who do you want him to fight. And again, with good reason, as Spider-Man and Daredevil are the characters that Kingpin is most associated with. So recently during a comic convention, he was asked about fighting Spider-Man again and whether he knows anything that's going to be happening and if we're going to see it. And he said, well, that's the end goal for me. And somebody has been asking me that every time. And he says he would love to see it, but it's all down to the people up top. And he says that for him, when it comes down to it, that is his end goal. When he's done with the MCU, he hopes that by the end, he's come face to face with Spider-Man and faced the character. And he did say he doesn't mind if it has to be Daredevil and Spider-Man versus Kingpin, but he just wants to see it, not just for himself, but also for the fans. And again, it's possible, right? If it doesn't happen in Daredevil Born Again because of logistics behind Spider-Man rights and the complications of Disney+, we know that every single Marvel Studios co-produced Spider-Man film, they are allowed multiple MCU characters. 2 to 3 is what they're rumored to be allowed, and if they want more, they can work with one another. So it's easy to see how one of these characters could end up being the Kingpin. Maybe not in Spider-Man 4, maybe Spider-Man 5 or 6, or who really knows what they're gonna do. Again, there's new contracts and new things in play all the time. And certainly, Marvel Studios, I think, wants to see more crossover between all these franchises. And the already big association they have with Daredevil, since he was brought back first in Spider-Man, I think kind of gives them more incentive. And certainly, I think if the fans are loud enough and respectful enough, they'll take notice and they could give us a more street-based approach and give us that confrontation between the two. And certainly, I think fans would want to see it. And with Wilson Fisk's power levels in the MCU now higher than they were in the Netflix version, you could just imagine the Marvel Spider-Man video game confrontation, but in live action. And it would be something to behold. And I really do hope that they give it to us, because good God, would that be brutal.